This video is sponsored by Squarespace. It is an all-in-one platform to showcase your portfolio and run your business. I caved and bought another pair. Every day that it was in my dirty laundry hamper, I just couldn't stop thinking about it and like wanting to wear it again. And when I wear it, I won't take it off for at least like 5 days. And this one is the khaki Neil's pants. The other pair I have is this blue color and I really love it, but when I wear this color, it's hard to match it with any other color in my wardrobe. So I got a neutral one and then I have a color one. I think my day is already so much better now wearing these pants. I've been a little stressed because I've been dealing with a lot of like plant pests around my apartment and packing tulips, and it's just like I don't want to paint when I'm stressed. I just don't feel my best. Whoa! I thought that this plant was no longer gonna be a pink princess. My friend Ciara gave this to me a while ago and it's been on and off, like dying and then getting better and then dying and then getting better. But like a few months later, after like pushing out a bunch of like low variegation pink leaves, look at this new leaf. Do you see the variegation on it? There's gonna be so much pink on this leaf. Oh, I'm so excited for you. Also, this leaf, this is like one of the newest leaves on my white wizard that my friend gave me, and it started pushing out a lot of white variegation on this too, compared to like the other ones that aren't as variegated. I'm hoping that I will thrive just as much as my plants are right now. But anyways, as I was saying, I want to finish this piece because I started it months and months and months ago and never got around to painting it. And I really want to paint it. It just keeps staring at me every single day. I actually went out and bought a specific sponge to use for the grass in the background. I'm not sure if this will do well, but I wanted it to look very like patchy. So I bought these like coral looking sponges and I hope that these will do well. I'm gonna use acrylic on these too. So, pretty interesting. My favorite thing to do when I'm feeling very unmotivated and uninspired, I like to watch other people make art, and hopefully it'll rub off onto me to also want to make art. She's a MFA student right now for painting. And I love watching people live out a life that I've always been curious about. You know, this is like one of the many moments where people say that the underpainting really matters. I think I messed up by using a blue underpainting. And that's my fault. So I'm not really feeling it. Like, this literally looks like blue painter's tape. But I'm gonna give up on it for today. I would like to take this moment to thank our sponsor, which is Squarespace. They are a platform where you can build your own website and showcase your portfolio, start your own business, or build an online presence. Setting up your website is very easy and smooth with all of their built-in templates that you can choose from. I recommend Squarespace for beginners to even creative professionals. I've been using this ever since I was in art college, and now I'm still using it as my main portfolio. If you would like to play around with building your own website, you can head to squarespace.com for a free trial, and when you're ready to launch, you can use my code AppleCheeks or the link in my description for 10% off your first purchase of a website or a domain. So usually at the stage when I start feeling like my work is just like not going well, or that I'm not having a really good creative day, I can treat this in one of two ways. I can accept defeat, accept that I didn't have a great start, and maybe I will try again another day. But unfortunately, on this day, I was very eager to continue drawing, and I really wanted to redeem myself, so I whipped out one of the botanic books that I got recently and decided that I wanted to do a little study in my sketchbook of these water lilies. And at first, I was feeling really good about the sketch. I'm like, wow, the flow is so great on this. I'm so proud of myself. We can maybe redeem ourselves today. But the more and more that I drew it, the more I realized that it's been a long time since I've drawn and shaded with a pencil, and I almost forgot how to do it. Like, I was trying to do like this kind of like crosshatch shading technique, and I don't know, maybe like mimic a little bit of like those really old ink drawings. Did not work out. I didn't really like the way that turned out. I realized that the values in the study were not, it was just too like line heavy, and I was just getting more and more frustrated. So I decided to change it up a bit, and I pulled out a giant pad of paper and decided, oh, maybe it'll help if I loosened up a bit and drew on my easel. It's been so long since I've held a pencil like this and drawn upright. I think the last time I drew like this was probably art school, and that was even worse. Even though I was drawing really cute animals like little bunnies and little dogs, I was just so unfamiliar, and my hand was just so unused to the way I was holding the pencil that I feel like I wasn't able to control it as well as when I was consistently doing that. So yeah, I pretty much just ended the night there. I felt like if I just drew more, I would just get more and more frustrated with myself. So then I accepted defeat. Today was not the best creative day for me, and that's fine. At least I tried, and at least I drew something. I really should wash my hair. And I should wash these pants while I'm at it so I can wear them again. I haven't woken up this early in such a long time, and by this early, I mean 8 a.m. in the morning. With the daylight savings, I kind of have just been waking up at like 10, sometimes 11, and I haven't been feeling great because of it, because my day just feels shorter. I spilled my matcha the other day, and it had milk in it, and I used these rags to wipe it up, and I just washed it yesterday because I left it sitting in my sink for like a day or two because I kind of just forgot about them, and they smelled so bad. It's quite disgusting. I think after I started drinking coffee, without it in the morning, I feel so sluggish and so just like my motor skills aren't aligned with my brain sometimes. So I finished work really early today, so I think I'm gonna go to the park and do some research by staring at the grass for my painting. Got my mail. Signed up for the postcard tier on Lee's Patreon because I really wanted this one print. I also got a tax letter. I'm way too socially anxious to be here. I'm gonna work at a cafe. I can't just sit at a park with a bunch of people walking by and I'm just staring at the grass and like rubbing my feet against the grass, and I know no one cares. I know that. But I just can't. I can't do it. Okay, the anxiety went down a lot, and I think I'm ready to attempt to put the grass on. A lot of these days, I've been feeling like I'm very focused on improving my art to the point where I feel kind of paralyzed whenever I start because I think I let myself down when I know that I am capable of improving it, but the improvement isn't instantaneous. I think I've gotten into this point where like social media has trained my brain to only want things that come instantaneously. I just need to like constantly remind myself that art isn't instant, and also I need to be more mindful as a creative that's consuming all of these posts online. Sometimes it can come off as, wow, everyone's just working so fast and everyone just paints like super duper duper fast, and they're able to just keep up while I'm here kind of lagging behind, realizing that it takes longer than a day. Sometimes it takes a week, it takes months. Like this painting itself has been in the works for, I would say, a good maybe like 4 months now, and although I'm not actively working on it every single day in those 4 months, I am technically working on it, you know? Because through like experiences, through studying other people's like color palettes or studying the grass outside or going out into nature, I do feel like all of these things I do end up implementing into this artwork, and that takes time, you know? It takes time to experience things, and it's just a good reminder to slow down sometimes, get off social media, and stop comparing, you know? Everyone's doing things at their own pace. Some people can draw immensely fast, but maybe that's not you, and maybe that's not what you're aiming to do for your life. So I'm trying to figure things out. I'm trying to realign where I want myself to be. Time for dinner. Okay, I think I'm gonna end the night here with this painting, but this is the progress I kind of want to keep her eyes red. I know that's kind of like scary usually, but I think it works here. Like it works surprisingly well in my opinion. Good morning. It's Friday today. I'm feeling very tired. I think the week is getting to me. I think I'm gonna do this today. Massage some tulips. I decided to do this more like day by day and slow paced because I went too hard in the beginning and my hands were very sore and uncomfortable for I think like a whole week or two after. If I finish prepping more, I think my next shop reopening will be a lot simpler and a lot less painful on my hands. I also have a lot of like brain fog because I've been drinking a lot of caffeine recently. One of the best pieces of advice that I've ever gotten really is that when you're feeling really burnt out, you can always reprioritize a different part of your life while you're healing the other part of your life. Like right now, I am feeling very burnt out from working. Definitely has to do with packing all of those tulips, being overwhelmed, working on weekends just to fulfill all of these pre-orders. I definitely took on a lot of work and pressured myself way too much to finishing it, which it's not surprising. This has happened a few times before, and I'm at a great point where I can acknowledge I'm burnt out. But until like now, I didn't really piece together like how I can actually, heal myself from the burnout and want to continue to work again. Because if you've ever experienced burnout, you definitely know that sometimes it can get to the point where you just have no motivation at all to do anything, and every day just kind of feels a little dreadful, honestly. I decided to stop packing tulips because I was just feeling so unmotivated, and it felt like I was just putting out more negative energy than I wanted to into the little tulips. At this point, I'm not sure if I'm uninspired or burnt out or depressed or anxious or low on coffee. My apartment complex recently installed a really nice coffee machine downstairs. Is that an excuse for me to go get a cup of coffee right now? Yes. It's not that I'm not grateful for what I do, but I think when you do experience so much burnout from just working nonstop, it makes you feel kind of hopeless. It's pretty good. And so with the advice that I got, I really tried to take it in and reprioritize what I was gonna focus on, because it doesn't help to really push that burnout and keep pushing through it until it's gone, if I were to just continue working and packing orders and forcing myself to draw, yeah, I could make work, but would I be proud of that work? Would I be happy that I made it? Would I feel a little bit more dead on the inside? And that's not necessarily the goal. The goal is more of a very sustainable work life, right? Like a lot of the times people will say oh, would you rather work 20, 30, 40 years of your life before you experience one burnout and be able to fit in enough sleep? You have weekends to go hang out with people. You have, hours after work to decompress, to cook, to connect with your family or whatever. Or would you rather just work nonstop for a year straight and then burn out and then have to forcefully take a break for a few months before you can get back into it again? And by then you're already so used to taking that break that it's hard to jumpstart what you're doing again. So this time I took that advice. Obviously, to sustain what I'm doing, I do have to still answer emails and be on top of deadlines. So I did step away from my shop for a bit because that was the thing that burned me out. And so instead of immediately reopening my shop after fulfilling pre-orders, I decided I'm going to wait. I'm gonna wait until my tote bags come, and then I can reopen my shop when I feel ready again. There's no big rush, and there really is no deadline on that. So I should take this time to take a break and I decided to shift my focus from work more to health and friends. And it's made all of the difference, especially when I am constantly working. I do notice a lot of the times that I feel the most lonely. And it's because I get really focused sometimes when I go back into work, to the point where I isolate myself sometimes. I stop like hanging out with people. I say no to things. Recently, I've been saying yes to a lot of different social gatherings that I think I have been craving for a long time.
Where's the zoom? On the top?
Can you see her pores?
Whoa! That was like 2 levels of zoom that I did not expect.
Go back in there.
And I just feel so healed being able to connect again with like community, being able to catch up with my friends again, being able to do the things that I've been pushing off, do some crafts that I've been wanting to do. Did it dry out? The whole thing dried out. It's that acrylic wash though. I got to cook myself some really nice meals, go on a lot of walks, and I just lived life, you know?
So cute. You can put like fun stuff in there.
Wait, who was that on the... Oh my god!
I'm buying it right now.
Well, you know, if you don't like everything, there's still something you like.
There's like one thing.
Yeah, if you like, there's multiple stuff.
Oh my god, this is so cute! I'm so glad you didn't buy one between the time of like last month. The first few days of just being social, I already felt like I was ready to jump back into work.
Hello, YouTube. I'm not famous.
I'm a famous person!
I'm not famous.
Obviously, it takes more than that to heal burnout, so I decided to just keep going. It's crazy that when you open yourself up to like this new priority in your life, like how much you can actually experience. I've been able to just like go to this like horse stable that seemed very fun, and I would have never had that opportunity if I just said no to everything. I was able to go see my brother run in a Spartan race that was being held in Vegas, and I would have never gone to something like that. And now that I've actually went to, I guess, like go see it, it kind of piqued my interest. Like maybe next year I kind of want to go run in it or participate and see if I'm capable of doing something so physical. And I think shifting my mindset away from like what I've been so heavily focused on for the past few years, it's kind of like opened me up to like, wow, there's like so much more things I can do. And like maybe I want to kind of experiment with my business. Like, I don't know. Everything is still under the works, but I have some thoughts on like maybe changing some things up a bit. I would really love to actually like travel more, and that's something that I have been wanting to do for the longest time. And now that I am giving myself all this extra time to like be social and stuff like that, I've also had time to plan trips for later in this year that I'm super excited about, and just be able to have like the space to think of new ideas for videos and reassess like what I prioritize in life and what I hope my life can look like. And I think that's a really beautiful thing, like being able to just step back and, you know, appreciate the things, the friends, the people in my life, and just feel grateful. Wow, this just got very, very, very cheesy, but yeah. I'm heading out to a little like YouTube gathering. I'm very nervous, actually. I think I need to bring something to ease my anxieties. Where is she? We're gonna bring Maple, and hopefully my anxiety will get less. My affirmation for the night: let's channel this confidence. Oh my gosh, there's so much stuff on my car. Let's pick up tea. Oh.
Oh my god. Hi!
Hi.
My hair is all over my lip gloss. Okay. Blah, blah, blah.
I'm
Yay!
not blushing.
Oh my gosh! Thank you for your service to
Yes.
both of us because I forgot mine.
I'm so nervous.
We got this. We are that bitch.
We are that bitch. We are that bitch.
Okay.
My friend Kong was hosting a little like YouTube social media gathering. Doing YouTube, I don't really meet too many people outside of like my own niche, and it just really opens your eyes to like how many different types of niches are out there. Like I met some people that are travel TikTokers, or they specifically focus on like Vegas local, I guess, like restaurants and content. I met like ghost hunter YouTubers, also people that animate like story animations on YouTube, and I did make some new friends there, which is really cool. It was nice to talk to other like creators and creatives. I was very happy to have gone. Definitely way out of my comfort zone, but it was really fun. And every time I go to stuff like this, which isn't often, I just think of like the saying where it's like, you can go fast by yourself, but you can't go far by yourself. My mouth hurts from smiling so much tonight. And I think my voice is slightly lost, but I had fun. I'm so happy to be back in bed.